Hi folks, so here we have a 2007 JDM Honda Fit, also known as the Honda Jazz in some other market. Now this is the 1.5S, so that's the one of the highest trim level in Japan. So it comes with things like your sporty spoiler, 15-inch alloy wheel, and side skirts, and also some sportier front bumper than the normal one. It also comes with HID headlamps, which I will show you in a minute. Now this particular example was imported from Japan to New Zealand. Basically, here in New Zealand we have a lot of different cars imported from Japan, used car basically. And what else is there? And being the Japanese import, you normally get these dark window tint. Basically, they don't normally come with tonneau cover, unlike the, say, Australia or New Zealand new one, but instead they normally comes with the privacy glass from standard, which, as you can see, is actually quite dark. So one thing that you get only in the Japanese import Honda Fit is the keyless entry. So currently I have the key in my pocket, and if I push this button here, which is quite difficult to press, it will lock the car. Then if I hold the grab handle, it will unlock the car. As well as that, there is also the well, not quite push start button, push turn button. Basically, you don't need the key. You don't need to put in the key to the ignition to start the car. So what I can do is I can just turn this knob here without having the key in here, and I can crank the car up just like that. Just zoom out a bit. Okay, so this example has the orange tachometer, and it's currently sitting at 136,000 kilometers. What else to talk about? So you've got the reading lights, which has been replaced with LED strips, sun visor, which fortunately there's no mirror there, but there's one on the driver's side. Head unit, it's been replaced by an aftermarket Bluetooth head unit, although no Apple CarPlay. And I've also installed a reversing camera. One thing that's interesting is that the beeping noise, it's quite loud on this car. Don't know if you can hear it clearly or not, but it is quite loud, but you get used to it over time. It is a automatic, aka CVT, so there's no actual gear in the car. So it's got drive mode, which, you know, just like any other automatic car, it drives the car when you get push the gas. And it also has sports mode that basically keeps the rev at higher RPM if you need to overtake or if you're going through a hill. And you've also got the L mode, which I believe is that stands for lower, I think. I normally use that when I'm going through downhills. If I need some assistance from the engine braking, that will do that. Aircon, it's again, I think this is only available on the Japanese Honda Fit, but it's a digital one. So you can set the temperature, mode, defrost, yeah, all those jazzes. Now we've also got some cup holders here and a power socket. Aux cable, not sure if that will work because I've replaced the head unit with an aftermarket one, which has its own aux input. And handbrake. Yep, good old parking brake. So the glove box, it's not damped or anything, but it's a two-tier kind of glove box. It's quite decent, and at the top it's not that big at the bottom as well, but it still fits a small tissue box, that is. And it's got a pen holder, which is interesting. Close that back. So the interior is black, and I believe this interior only comes with the 1.5 fits. So in Japan you can either get it with a 1.3 or a 1.5. So it's a combination of fabric and not sure what you call this, Alcantara, I think. Yeah, so it's all black, makes it easy to clean in case if you spill some coffee or something else. Now there's also an additional what do you call, cup holders here. It's quite decent. Don't know what you would put this with though, maybe like a sunglass or something. So looking at the steering wheel, it comes with this 7-speed mode and the pedal shifter. So basically what it is when you're driving in D or S and then you press this button here, what it will do is it will allow you to shift like a gear. Not a real gear because it's a CVT, but essentially you can control the engine rev, which comes in handy if you need to overtake or if you just want to have a bit of fun on the back road. And the steering wheel itself is, you can adjust the height, but it doesn't telescope. You can't adjust the reach. Now it comes with power folding mirror, and also adjust the side mirrors from this button here, so that's quite handy. Window, it's only the driver's side that's full auto, but they're all powered window anyway. It also comes with the sporty aluminium pedal, which I think is an aftermarket one. So if we just pop the hood, and see what the engine bay looks like. So it's the 1.5 liter Honda VTEC engine. I believe the engine code is called L15A. It's, yeah, I would say it's more than enough for your day-to-day driving. If you're just puddling around town, or if even in the motorway, it's still more than capable. So that's the chassis code. It's the GD3. And you know that it's a JDM Honda Fit by this plate here. It's something that you don't get on your local market Jazzes or Fits. Fuel economy, I'm getting about 13 to 14 kilometers per liter, combined highway and city driving. Yeah, it's really just a basic engine, nothing to write home about. So one of the advantages of the Honda Fit compared to the other Japanese hatchback is the practicality. So what you can do on the second row is that you can lift off the base of the second row seat. Let's lock that in place. So now you have this huge loading space which you can put your tall items in, like your flat pack furniture or your plants. I don't think any other hatchback of this size does this. It's something that Honda patented. Now, so this car actually comes with a headrest on the rear seat, but I've just removed it so I can fold the rear seat flat. Still on the practicality, I'll show you one thing that's very cool about this. So when you fold the rear seat, lock it in place, you can see how flat that is. So this is what the boot space looks like when you've got the second row seats fold down. So you can see how massive that is. We've actually managed to move a lot of our stuff just by using this car when we move house. So a common fault for this generation of Fit is that when you're looking to buy one, make sure that you check this hatch area. Normally they get rust, and there's a known issue where when it comes to heavy rain, water can just leak down through the hatch. Yeah, that's very commonly known issue. I think they fix it on the next generation GE Fit, but yeah, just check this area when you're buying one. So it also comes with an aftermarket Fujitsubo exhaust, which sounds quite nice. It doesn't sound raspy, it sounds deep and quite bassy. So here's what it sounds like. The other thing I forgot to mention is how easy it is to get in and out of the car. And that's because if you open the door, if you open all the way, you'll see how wide the opening it is. So that's very handy. The same thing goes with the front doors. So that's been my review of the 2007 Honda Fit GD3. Yeah, I'll definitely recommend this car to anybody who needs something that's cheap to run, practical, as well as reliable. Even if you can't get the JDM model, just get the one from your local market, because you're not missing out that much really, apart from probably the keyless entry and HID headlights and some of the body kits.